Go ahead and start with my PowerPoint, if you would. Number 3 on this PowerPoint. The Apostolic Prophetic Intercession Movements. I believe, and I'm just going to call it the Apostolic Reformation, the Apostolic Movement, but you just know that I mean the prayer movement, I mean the prophetic movement. I think everything that we're about. That is the key to awakening. Now, God began to shift my thinking recently, and I knew that God was trying to bring me into a new season. I could not figure out what it was all about. And then, due to a series of events, there were some, myself included, that thought maybe I was to take the leadership role of the prayer movement, the USGAPN that Chuck had been leading, and yet I couldn't come I just couldn't bring it into focus. I couldn't discern what it was God was saying to me. And Chuck made a statement to me at one point. He said, you and I must lay this down, and you and I are not called to lead the prayer movement as it were, as we have known it. We are called to do something different. Now, you go figure out what that is. He always makes me go first. Look at me. Look at me. I'm talking about you. Focus. Focus. And he said, you will get it by January. And you will announce it at starting the year off right. And we will be fully moving in it by April. That's what he said to me. And I said, if you're such a prophet, why don't you just tell me what it is? But he did say this to me: we are called to help facilitate awakening, transformation. And then God began to start giving me words about revival anointings and mantles that were coming. And I realized that all was saying the same thing. We are moving toward a great awakening. That's what's going to bring transformation. And so I did seek the Lord. And I believe he's given me a pattern. B, apostolic networks and apostolic thinking have produced several things which are good. Alignment, relational connection, networks, networking, government and accountability, covering. These are all good things that the apostolic movement has produced or have produced. Go ahead and put the first map up on the screen if you would. These are just circles. The blue circles represent apostolic networks. We have them all over the nation now. I'm just dealing with America. They're all over the world, but we have them all over America. The black dots represent individuals. There is an awesome apostolic grid. There's an apostolic prophetic grid. There's an apostolic prophetic intercession declaration grid over America. We are positioned now to do anything he wants to do. It has finally occurred to us that it's not just for Sunday morning. It's not just for the four walls that we've called the church. It's for the church everywhere. In the schools, in the businesses, in the marketplace, in the media, everywhere in government. And they're out there. Believe me, they're everywhere. There are apostles in the military. There are apostles in government. There are prophets in government. There are apostles and prophets in the media. They are there in entertainment. They are there in education. You have no idea what God is about to unleash on this nation.